What?
Gank in particular is going to be strong. Speaking of jungle ganks.
Yeah, that's a big flash in onto the Lux. Permafrost is going to be there, and that's Perma CC coming out of clear.
And his change on this patch was that Aatrox can now auto-attack enemy champions without turning back into Nico. It's cleared. Uh-oh.
Yep, flash. Peanut's going to follow. They are going to easily take him down, and it's just whether or not they can give the kill over to Fly that they have to worry about.
Patience from Gen D to get the kills mid lane.
Yep, Pop Blossom is going to come in here as the shield wants to be picked up there from Fly.
Pulling some power from her support build, but they actually accentuated her power in the AP build more often than not. As Cuvée takes full rotation, healing with the Infernal. Peanut comes mid lane. Faker splashes up.
Yep, Life Binding is not going to find the mark though, which we've seen today.
All right, I need to cut you off here. This is the bot lane turret dive timing. First rotation from Nico. Clid coming in. 5-man bot lane from SKT. This was set up in champs.
Yeah, big teleport's going to come in. We're looking for the Devour timing. Life goes golden as well as Ruler has to flash to get himself out of the way. They do manage to pick up one of them. And Teddy under the turret's doing so much work. Faker goes golden to keep himself alive, but they have to navigate this one. It's a double kill coming in for the Aatrox as Peanut eventually takes him down, but can they get more? Permafrost comes in, Effort joins the rest of his team. Teddy's still raining damage down. Another Devour has been used. That's how long this has gone for. A stunning dive as Peanut is still alive, trying to deny Effort. Getting in there as Ruler's teleported. A double kill for Peanut, and that was intense. Can Peanut actually get in there? He's not going to be able to get the steal or anything like that. As not even able to get the pillar out as he throws it very late. That was unfortunate. It felt like Peanut could have interrupted a potential Arctic Assault there.
They're trying to fight back to get this Rift Herald. They really want to pick it up here, Atlas. That's why they're re-engaging. Yeah. The objective is down, but that eye is going to start flickering.
Yeah, Cuvée able to break the barrel there as well. Final Spark comes down. Khan may just be eliminated before anything has even happened. Good flash. Gets Cuvée out of the way of Faker's Pop Blossom. But Faker's able to get the Shape Splitter. I have a feeling he might have sacrificed himself for this, but does pick up the Eye of the Herald and lands the snare. Cannon Barrage comes in. Barrels now being utilized. Cuvée not going to be able to get the explosion. Teleport going to be utilized here as well as Cuvée. He's got enough damage as he tears apart the front line of SKT and makes himself almost unkillable. As speaking of
around with Clid as well, they seem to expect Cuvée here. They're going to go in.
Yep, some extra information given over to Cuvée, but he's unable to actually keep himself alive. There is no flash available
from Teddy, so very high damage at this point in the game. Effort.
Super Soaker is going to be used there in the mid lane, but gets the flash out of Fly. Effort was in trouble on the bottom side of the map as well.
And now TP advantage for Khan as Cuvée TP to top side. So there could be another play here available for SKT. Go behind, but Teddy can just be firing down his mid lane.
Yep, Sandwich is going to come in, but that's the Aftershock utilized. The subjugation is so huge. Peanut alive for so long. It's just ludicrous, but the turret is going to be taken down, and eventually Peanut goes as well.
Take down Clid. Really nice juggling. Yep. In the meantime, there's the ult.
There's a crescendo. They were waiting for it. In goes Clid. Good Devour there from Live. Favor of SKT, and this Mountain Drake should go over to them. Will be 2 Drakes apiece as face checking does now have to happen on the side of Gen G, but they don't want to give this one up without a fight. Gangplank is there. Cannon Barrage at the ready as the ult does go down. Good Devour there from Life as Cannon Barrage is used largely defensively. Teleport comes down from Cuvée and a lot more invested from already.
Defending it.
Yeah, absolutely. Their turn is very, very strong as now they might have found Effort underneath this turret.
Oh!
Blossom, big flash in from Faker, does get one, but it's a good one. The Lock's already dead. Goes immediately into his Zonya's Hourglass now trying to get himself out of there, and that's the real one. The positioning wasn't known in Life, able to use the Grey Health very well, but not quite well enough as Peanut wants to try and kill Faker, gets the right one this time. but now should be routed. Ruler still alive on the back end. Infernal Chain's unable to make it work as Cube's almost immortal with Ruler behind him. The flash in with the Arctic Assault as Teddy tries to throw out autos and skill shots in the opposite direction.
Where the Baron buff is their big objective. There is the spotting ward here, but I don't believe the vision catches, and if it did, it might have just caught Aatrox. When it comes to the impersonation there, it's Faker, he comes over, and it's mid lane Lux, not support Lux, deleted in an instant. And from there, Khan gets in, not even all the sustain can keep things going from the side of Gen G. The re-engage at the end, Khan goes too far. He actually flashes in super aggressively. Remember, he doesn't have extra lives, and even if he did, it would have timed out by now. They could have given it up here. They didn't need to give up multiple members, but they didn't call out the question of where's Teddy at. Turns out he's back to put the pirate in the death chamber.
Yeah, Cube also walking back a little bit too aggressively as well. Maybe this cheeky little ward here for SKT.
Yeah.
That's a real good one.
That was a real meaningful one.
Well, now this one's not so good. Subjugate is going to be utilized, getting a lot of his health back here. I think he clicked on the right champion. As
they might need this ult from Fly soon.
Yep. Warmogs is working here as effort, possibly caught out, puts up the door, is going to be okay for the moment. Infernal Chain's broken by Peanut, who has a lot of ability to move quickly. As Teddy trying to leap around the backside of this fight.
Jungle that they have control of right now that gives them Baron spotting. Here comes the Abyssal Voyage. Walks up.
That's just life getting in there. Effort is going to walk up without too much response. Final spark comes in, but Faker, has he found the flank that he wants? The shields are just too big. He's not able to get any of the work done, and I think finally Gen G's composition has come online. Teddy way too low. Cube stopping Clid from adding to this fight whatsoever, and Gen G just turned it on its head.
Gen G made them predictable. They knew Faker was likely to be there. Got the confirmation when the World Ender was used by one Aatrox that yes, that was a
that he probably needs to try and go for some sort of steal, but
gold parity the game is in during this play. As we get to watch it, notice the summoner spell that Tom Kench has with Unsealed Spellbook. It's Exhaust. Let's see if the Exhaust is on point here. Wasn't able to track it in the fight. As it comes in, does the Exhaust go down? It might have been too late. It's hard to tell with the timing there. It was towards the later part. All we can say is definitely felt like the Exhaust was true because no damage through shielding, healing, etc. Able to take down Faker and then Khan in the backline.
Cube that's playing differently on the Gangplank. Often it's a decent amount of defensive items as Fake has to use his Zhonya's extraordinarily early. Is he going to be okay? Flash was available. Ruler's pianoing his keyboard right now, keeping everyone speedy and alive. And Gen G's siege is just disgusting. The Lich Bane.
The moment they repelled that turret dive, the scaling has been true. And now SKT looking for a chase.
Yeah, Cube caught out of position there. Faker able to lock down that kill.
They have to play one lane at the moment with no inhibitor. Bot lane, as here we go.
That Infernal Chain landing is just insane. Not entirely sure how that even worked, as there was
Lux.
one minion left alive. The Lux is going to go down. SKT trying to brute force a win. They have no minions, and Ruler finds a huge crescendo. Faker in trouble, getting slowed. Remember, has no flash. Can't get out of here unless he throws in some shenanigans. Speaking of which, see you later, Ruler! And Faker turns this whole game on its head in that one play.
They might have just pickpocketed Gen G from a victory here. SKT looking for the finish. The death timers are so long, Fly's 30 seconds away.
I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work, but Cube is alive once again. Peanut wants to throw something down, but they're throwing the kitchen sink at him. Cube's dead already. Peanut's gonna get knocked up, stunned for what feels like forever, but True Shot Barrage not enough. Eventually, it is going to be Khan that finishes it, and SKT, out of the jaws of defeat, tear themselves a victory.
What an exciting game, number one. It looked like Gen G had done enough when Faker's flank couldn't work and Baron buff went against SKT, but the fans here are cheering. I think SKT of a month ago falls apart when the Baron goes against them, but all the confidence they've built up beating the bottom teams pays off in a game like this. very winnable for Gen G. Potentially a bit of a tilter for them as well. They're going to have to catch their breath and come back in a game number 2. Onus on them to do things. They needed to be the one to use turret dives. Otherwise, why Aftershock Sejuani?
Yeah.
Why the Nico? Getting so outranged, wouldn't that be their death knell? They understood where they needed to attack. Pushing against us, we can't answer the GP in the side lane. There's a lot of cons for SKT. But when they take down Cuvée, they say, well, death timers are long. This is our window to get a lot. Let's shoot for an inhibitor and see if we get more. As speaking of more, Fly being interrupted there was oh so big, as that condemned the Lux to a death and eventually Gen G to the Game 1 defeat.
Yeah, threading the needle on that infernal chains. You mentioned that SKT had a lot of cons. They also had a lot of cons that game because Faker spent most of his game as an Aatrox that time around, but that was the real Aatrox. And that last little play was just beautiful. Both of these solo laners pivotal in this moment. Because how would Ruler know that a flashless Nico is just going to turn around in one shot?
That's
Right there! Nice there!
a bit of emotion from Khan.